I'm Edie Hand, founder of Women of True Grit. I like to tell stories about women that have been through hard things and turn them into beautiful situations. Like the metaphor of a pearl. Inside of an oyster shell is a speck of grit that through irritations becomes a beautiful pearl. And coming up next is a lady that's been through a lot of life irritations and has gone from hard to beautiful. That's Tonya Holly. She's a writer, producer, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur. Take a listen.
I grew up in rural Red Bay, Alabama. I loved playing outside, never wore shoes, but I loved to tell stories and create stories. Mother and Daddy, they were beautiful, and they wrote and sang. Of course, we know on Daddy's side, we're related to Elvis, you know. And that was something that was always talked about in the family. And then Mother was writing for George Jones and Tammy Wynette and Carl Perkins, Randy Travis, Del Reeves, Joe Stampley, Connie Smith. So she was having song after song recorded country music. And so I really think that the music is so strong from both of them. And I married a musician, 33 years we've been together. Kelvin has toured the whole world. I mean, Kelvin Holly is, he was Little Richard's guitar player for 20 plus years. And he's still writing, recording. We produce the soundtracks together for the movies. And so he's still playing music. Today he's playing music, he's everywhere. Where we are right now in this studio is really fascinating. The land goes all the way back to the Native Americans, which tells you music was happening in this spot a long time ago. And this was a power plant in 1903. It was the first building. And then after the power plant closed, it was a Naval Reserve from the late 40s till 74. And this used to be a gymnasium underneath these two studios. So music, they had all these bands that would play here. And the guys that we call the Swampers played in their high school bands right here on this gymnasium floor. When this closed, David Hood, Jimmy Johnson, Roger Hawkins, and Barry Beckett, they had already been working for about 8 years over on Jackson Highway in Sheffield, the first Muscle Shoals Sound. Well, they needed something bigger. This was vacant. They remembered playing music here, so they bought this building in 1977. And this opened in 1978 as Muscle Shoals Sound. They closed the other one. This was Muscle Shoals Sound 27 years. I mean, Joe Cocker, Bob Dylan, Glenn Frey from the Eagles, Bob Seger Against the Wind, Jimmy Buffett, Coconut Telegraph, Dire Straits, Communique, original Careless Whisper, George Michael, right here in this room. In '98, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and I was a singer too. And that was the biggest thing for me. And talking and telling stories, that was a big thing for me. And not only did I have it once, but I had it 3 times. So they took my thyroid, then 10 months later, I had all my female organs were taken. And then in 2000, it came back on my sternum. I have a strong faith. And that's one of the things that's important to me. And the day before I had my thyroid removed, they told me I might not ever speak again, much less sing. And so I prayed hard for that. And I just believe you got to put one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. I mean, because I'm not going to let that be who I am. It is part of who I am, cancer, but it's not who I am. So it doesn't define me. So I think if we can just take it as part of what we have to do to survive, is accept what we're dealing with at that moment. I've been told that I was a dreamer, where I will say that I am not a dreamer, I'm a visionary, because I see things completed. And I have been told, even today, I can think of it, in the last 24 hours, how I couldn't do something. And that makes me stronger. When someone says I can't, I'm more determined to say that I can. So I would say that you can't let what other people say define what you're going to become and who you are. True grit is something that you have to build up inside of you, and you have to overcome if you're going to survive. And no matter what that is, sometimes you have to step back and look at it differently. but you have to keep moving forward. You just have to accept that sometimes not everything's perfect, and there's a reason for some things that happen to you or everything that happens. And you have got to keep on being a fighter and a survivor, no matter what. I'm Tonya Holly, and I am a woman of true grit.
For more inspiring stories like this, visit ediehan.com.